So the first thing to do ML, like the first thing you need to do for your first ML project, the first rule is always never do ML if you can. That's usually so. Like to get the feeling of how an ML feature works, let's say a recommender system or a case classifier, like a sentiments analysis or whatever. The vast majority of value is going to be in the data, especially in a reasonable scale, where again marginal difference in model will make less of a difference in your business outcome. Okay, so if your team is small, I would suggest starts with the data, make sure that it's that it's clean, that it that is properly stored. We can discuss how to do that, and then you can work on this data to produce a small endpoint. That at the very beginning, it doesn't need to be an ML endpoint. It can be a set of rules. It can be the stupidest model you can think of. It can be a bag of words with scikit to do test classification, okay? And then make sure that things work end to end. That things work from the data to your model to the prediction. And then you can capture whatever feedback is your use case about. Let's say if it's a recommendation, it's a click. If it's a text classification, maybe it's a thumbs up or thumbs down if the user wants to leave a review or something like that. Once your two data scientists knows how to go from data to clean data, to model, to endpoint, and to feedback, once all these parts is in place, they're all decoupled. So as long as you maintain the contract between these parts kind of intact, now you can start improving. Now we remove the bag of words and with BERT or whatever you want. And now, we make data quality better. Instead of just checking, how much data we have, we can use great expectation to check distribution or whatever. Like, you know what I mean. So start small, but start small in a thin slice. Like, because if you start small but focusing only on one part of this, you kind of lose focus on the problem that what you need to solve is end to end. It goes from data to user and then back, from user feedback to data again. So I think that's the most important. Like what we try to do is kind of always prototyping a thin slice of a feature, and then you go back and you improve all of that. You improve at will. Like, you can improve for months. But the first thing is, spend as little amount of time as possible to get something out of the door. And is it possible if you use good tools? Like if you use, SAS experiment track, if you don't waste your time in kind of dumb stuff. Okay, so that's very important.